Today is going to be a good day, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I said so. It's all about perspective, right? If you want it to be a good day, it'll be a good day. So today is a good day. As you can tell, I never know how to start these videos, but Assalamu alaikum, we're back with another video, and I'm really excited for this one. The majority of the people that watch these videos are in the age range of like 16 to 24, right? You have your occasional like ammu or like baba or whatever, but for the most part, it's young men and women that watch these. We are going to be talking about priorities that you should have in this stage of your life. And that age range is so important for us. We have so much potential and time right now, but if we don't use that wisely, it is really going to affect us down the line. I have sat with myself and reflected a lot and thought about what are the most important things in my life right now. Like, what should I really be focusing on and giving 100% of my energy towards? Keep in mind that this is completely subjective. The things that I mention are just my opinion, and so take what you want and leave what you don't like. One of the things that really just kills me and I hate seeing is young guys just wasting their youth. They don't really have like a goal or a purpose that they're working towards, and they're just kind of living day by day, you know, with no real goals or motivation. And it hurts me to see that, because I used to be in that same position and it sucks. Like, nobody wants to be in that scenario. So inshallah, we're gonna go through the we're gonna go through the 5 categories of your life that you should pay the most attention to and really prioritize. Number 1 is your deen, your iman, your relationship with Allah, all of the above. Your iman and your relationship with Allah should be your number 1 priority. Nothing should come above that. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with having goals specifically for this life, right? But it becomes a problem once that is your main focus, once that overtakes your focus for the next life. There's a beautiful hadith that just sums this up perfectly. And if you don't take anything else from this video, take this hadith and remember it and apply it to your life. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said that "Man kanat ad-dunya akbar hammu," like whoever's biggest priority or biggest worry is this dunya, Allah will scatter his affairs, right? Meaning that his life is going to be chaotic. He's going to be going from one thing to another, and it's all disorganized and stressful and anxious. And Allah will place poverty between his eyes, meaning that no matter what he does, no matter how much he succeeds or gains, he's always going to see poverty. He's always going to feel like he needs more. And he will not get anything from the world except what was already decreed for him. So he's gone through all that stress and anxiety, and at the end of the day, he only gets what was already decreed for him. وَمَنْ كَانَتِ الْآخِرَةُ نِيَّتَهُ, whoever his main concern is the afterlife, Allah will settle his affairs and make him content, and the dunya will chase after him even though he doesn't want it. SubhanAllah, you see the difference. When you put the akhirah and when you put Allah as your main priority, Allah will settle your affairs for you. He will give you contentment and peace of heart. Because if you think about it, at the end of the day, Allah is the one in control of everything. Allah wills and decrees for everything to happen. So how are you going to gain anything meaningful or beneficial when your link is broken with the one who is in control of everything? So prioritize your relationship with Allah and everything else will fall into place. So your deen is definitely number 1, but the next 4 aren't listed in any specific order. But number 2 on our list is school. As much as we hate it and despise it and know that life would just be 10 times better if we didn't have school, it has to be done. Pretty much everyone in our age range is going to school in some form or another. And it is important when you're young to gain as much knowledge as you can, even though 99% of the things that they teach us in school we're never going to use. Why am I defending school? My point isn't that school is this wonderful thing that's going to completely transform your life. I just believe that everybody should have some form of education. Everybody's different, of course. Some people choose to go to college and go down that route, and other people do other stuff as well, and that's totally fine. But I think everyone should at least finish high school and then, you know, go down whichever route they want to do. If you are going down that college route though, and you know that's what you want to do, you have to put in the hours. You have to. I'm in my last year of college and I'm still waiting on learning something meaningful or beneficial that's going to help me in life. But it still has to be done. It just has to be done. I really don't even have much else to say about school. Just work hard, and as pointless and meaningless as it feels right now, it's really our only chance to do it. Like, you know what I mean? You don't want to be in school in your 30s. You know, just finish, work hard, and just get it over with and move on with your life. The third point, and one of my favorite ones, is your health. Since we can kind of get away with it, we tend to not take our health seriously when we're younger, right? We'll eat junk food, we'll have terrible sleep schedules, we won't really exercise, all that kind of stuff. And I promise you, the lack of care for your health will catch up to you a lot quicker than you think. Every single young man and woman should be putting in the hours to take care of their body in one way or another. Whether that's going to the gym, whether that's going out for a walk or a run, whether it's calisthenics, it doesn't matter what it is. You gotta get your body moving. You gotta get your heart going, or else you're really going to feel the consequences when you're older. And exercise is one of those things that's honestly only hard in the beginning. And once you kind of get over that hump, it genuinely becomes enjoyable. There are some days, obviously, where I still don't want to go to the gym, but for the most part, I actually enjoy going, right? It's something that you've been working on and crafting and perfecting for so long, right? It's something that you're proud of. And so you want to, put in the work, put in the hours, oh God, no.
Put in the work, put in the hours, and take what's ours.
See, this is when you know you've been on TikTok too much, when you start talking in TikTok audios. Dwayne Johnson famously remarked, put in the work, put in the hours, and take what's ours. But seriously though, find time in your schedule to get in that exercise. المؤمن القوي خير وأحب إلى الله من المؤمن الضعيف. That the strong believer is better and more beloved to Allah than the weak believer. And there's good in both of them. Imagine, if you have the right intention, you can literally get good deeds for working out, for going on a run. And exercise is also probably one of the purest forms of self-improvement, because that's literally the definition of it. You're putting yourself through suffering and pain in the short term or in the present moment for a better you in the future. And there's no better example than going to the gym every day or going on a run, putting in those hard hours for a better you in the future. Number 4 is money.
But brother, as Muslims, we should be focused on the afterlife, and money is such a materialistic goal. How could you say something like that?
One of my favorite stories from the time of the Sahaba is that there was this man who would constantly pray at the masjid and he wouldn't leave. Like, he was in there for the entire day and night, right? And Umar ibn Khattab asked the people who spends on him, who gets him food, right? And the people said that his brother does. His brother comes and he gets him food and he takes care of him. And Umar ibn Khattab said that surely his brother is better than him. This religion is practical. This religion doesn't tell us to pray. You know what? Let that be a lesson for all of us, especially myself. The adhan went off on my phone for Asr, and in the back of my head, I'm like, I'll just pray after I'm done recording this video, right? But the best of us, the best are those الَّذِينَ هُمْ عَلَى صَلَاتِهِمْ دَائِمُونَ, the ones who are punctual with their prayer. They don't just pray, but they're punctual with it. Right when adhan comes, they go and pray. So I'm gonna go pray and I'll be right back, inshallah. So as I was saying, Islam is a practical religion, right? It teaches us to aim for the hereafter, but also reap the benefits of this dunya. So money is definitely important. Being able to provide for yourself and in the future provide for others. Because anyone that works and has to pay things off understands that money is a responsibility. I'm sorry, but you do not understand responsibility until you have things that you have to pay off, until you have people that you have to take care of. With that income and with cash in your hand, you start to value money a lot more. You understand its importance. And again, I want to balance that by saying that money is never the ultimate goal. Money is never the priority, but it's something that you should think about from now to give you that stability along the line. And then the last priority that I have for you guys is to come up with a side hustle that will benefit others. I'm not saying that everybody should become an entrepreneur or open up a halal food cart. Everything that we already mentioned is great, right? Like, you should be exercising, you should be making money, you should be doing all this stuff. But on the side, wherever you can, find some sort of passion or hobby that you have that brings benefit to other people, because that can actually take you a lot farther than you think. And this could literally be anything. It could be making videos, it could be helping out in your community, it could be writing a book, making art projects, whatever interests you, whatever hobbies you have that might be of benefit to people, go for it. Because our community, our world needs more young Muslim men and women to really just step up and contribute however they can. It's not enough to just go to school and become a doctor or an engineer and provide for your family and that's it. We as Muslims have to be on the forefront and have to contribute in our areas. We have to contribute in our community, in our media, in politics, in government. we have to have a say and we have to have an impact. And that's not going to happen with just one person. It has to be a collective effort. At the very least, even if nobody goes to the community events that you lead or watches the videos that you make, you can at least come on the Day of Judgment in front of Allah and tell him, Ya Allah, I use the skills and abilities and time that you gave me for benefit, for good use. And I promise that that by itself will go a lot farther than you think. Anyways, my camera is yelling at me, telling me that it's about to die. So we are going to end this video by... If you made it this far into the video, comment which of the 5 tips impacted you the most and what you're going to start implementing in your life. That is it for me, inshallah, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Wassalamu alaikum.